Hey everybody, I just wanted to come on real quick and do a little update about how I've been doing, since getting off, taking the steroids and everything and then getting off of them. And also I wanted to talk about the Omnipod 5, or the Omnipod Horizon. It was called the Horizon 5. It is now FDA approved and is rolling out in just certain areas. I've touched on that in a video before, but I just wanted to talk about it a little more and give you guys some info about how to show your interest in it and what to do with your insurance companies and things like that. So that's what this video is going to be about, basically. But I am done with my steroids. I finished those a couple of days ago, but I've also started swelling again. So while the steroids did work while I was taking them, the lower the dose or the lower the amount of pills, I started to swell again, and I'm doing that now. I do see that ornithologist, the specialist, next week on Wednesday. He may or may not do surgery. I've got a feeling he might. Because my nose is not better at all, actually. I'm done with the antibiotics, and just a little tidbit of info or helpful hint. Take probiotics when you're taking any type of antibiotic. It really messes up your gut, and it takes a long time, if at all, for your gut to get back to normal. And probiotics just help that. It's quicker. It also helps you from your gut getting unhealthy. Having a unhealthy gut or unbalanced will make you very sick. It hurts other organs. It can cause depression, anxiety, trouble breathing, heart problems. So a healthy gut is a healthy you, as they say. But I really have done some research on it, and that is totally true. And you can take probiotics also, like if you're having to take pain pills or something like that, and that also helps to not upset your stomach. But normally antibiotics really make you, your stomach like real upset, and you're sick at your stomach, and you have like diarrhea, cha. Well, and then other people, it does the opposite, where you can't go. So, and that to me is worse. It is worse. So I've started taking probiotics, and I should have taken them while. There are certain kinds that you take during when you're taking antibiotics, and then different ones and certain probiotics can cause constipation. So you have to watch and look and make sure that your probiotics that you choose have had multiple studies and are created by doctors. And you're not getting something fake or that has no test or basis off of it. Just do your due diligence and research. That's all I can tell you. But my blood sugars have been doing actually very well. Even when I was on, don't get me wrong, like I said before, they have spiked, but nothing compared to what they thought it would be. So I'm very blessed. I don't think it has anything. I was working very hard to keep them as under control as I could, but I thank the good Lord, seriously, because I'm so brittle, it is a miracle they didn't shoot up ungodly numbers. But they hadn't, but also too, I got the Lyumjev insulin, the new, ultra fast acting insulin in, and I programmed it into my pump. OmniPod pump and everything, and then I also actually reprogrammed into my Dexcom lower numbers, even lower than I did before, to catch them ahead of time. And because I'm still working on figuring out how to work with the Lyumjev, it's actually good. I will say that I had put my Omnipod here on my arm, okay? And I have done it before and everything, but I think it was just the spot that I had it into. It went in fine. It didn't hurt. But when I started giving insulin, it was like somebody had popped liquid fire into my arm. It was awful. I mean, I was screaming. Okay, and I'm not talking about, makeup scream. It was awful. I eventually had to take that Omnipod off, and I sucked all the insulin out of it, and then put it back into another pod, and I put the actually, where did I do with it? Where is? Oh, it's on my stomach. I put it on my stomach, and that seems to be doing better. But the stomach is hurting. It's like real tender or sore. So I don't know if it's the insulin or if it, but it's just like Humalog, except it has, like I said, the two different ingredients, which helps to open up your blood vessels, and you absorb a lot faster and more of the insulin. And I'm not allergic to Humalog, so I should not be allergic to this, other than maybe the extra medications to open up the blood vessels that may just make it burn a little bit or something. I'm not totally sure, but it's worth it as long. I mean, it's not burning like it was. It's more like sometimes when you put in your pump or a site, or depending on what kind of insulin pump you have, whenever you put in your catheter, sometimes it just hurts. I mean, you don't know why it's like tender and sore and all that kind of crap, but if you're absorbing insulin well in that spot, you hate to change it, even though it might not, it may be hurting a little bit or whatever. So, but I had to change it out of my arm. It was awful. So, but so far so good. I do enjoy the, the Lyumjev does work. It does work. I'm just having to basically see, because all the recommendations, like that Humalog, it lasts for so many, it lasts for so many hours in your system. It peaks at certain times. Blah 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 blah. Same with this, but that's just a generalization. It doesn't excuse me, it doesn't do that for everybody. It doesn't last that long, or it doesn't spike or peak, or it could take longer or faster with different people. It just depends. Everybody is individual and different, and they will have to do the medications for your situation. So there's that. But then also talking about the Omnipod 5-5. Of course, FDA has approved it. I have already went, like, if you are, and it's only approved for insulin. I'm sorry, I was thinking about the Lyumjev. It's only approved to be used inside the Omnipod. So that's the only pump that is approved for Lyumjev to be used in. No other ones thus far yet. So if you have an Omnipod, you can use it in there. Otherwise, you have to take it by shot or pen shot. Again, the Omnipod 5, you can go on to Potter Central through Omnipod, and you can, there's a button on there that you can hit saying that you are interested, you want to receive it. I actually called them and talked to them. They were super nice, and let them know that, that I was currently on the Dash system, which I don't know. I forgot to ask them if they were just going to do an update on, a software update on if you already had the Dash here, if they were, or if you had to get a completely new PDM. So because the PDMs look exactly the same, except the programs inside are different, where it's a closed loop, hybrid closed loop system, blah, blah, blah. And this doesn't have any of that on there. I'm already on the Dexcom G6, which is they're together. So really the only thing would be my insurance, which it says on my insurance that it will cover any, especially if it's uncontrolled diabetes type 1, that it will cover it. And they are going to make it very easy for you to upgrade to it if you have already a Omnipod, customer, and they're going to make it just really easy for you. And I did read this, that they would send. So I guess they are going to get new PDMs. They were going to send this for free. They were not going to charge you or your insurance or anything. It would be free once they sent the Omnipod 5 pods. And that's, I thought that was very good. They seemed very excited about it. They've already put in for me, from talking to that lady, to check in with my insurance. And it's only available in certain areas right now. It's like a limited, thing, and they're going to slowly open it up and everything. And I even talked to the lady. I said, look, I understand nothing's perfect. We're human, so to err is to be human, and I know that this is not going to be perfect, but I think it's going to be great. And she was really excited. I said, I look forward to using it. I can't wait. And she just also said that I should contact my insurance company so that others like me, that are wanting that can call in and they'll be made aware, okay, yeah, that people are wanting this. This is something new, da, 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 da. So I did that as well, and then hit a button saying that I wanted it and was on a list, for when it did come down to it, that I would receive the upgrade. So I just suggest that you do the same. If you're not, if you haven't registered for Potter Central, do that. It's easy. It's nothing. You get updates. You get emails about product. Blah 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 blah. I mean, I knew about the OmniPod. I have been for 2 years. I have been on it. I'm constantly looking up. I even told my husband how to buy insulin stock, because they're fixed to come out. Anytime a company comes out with new technology, their stocks rise rapidly. So it would have been a good investment, but nobody listens to me. So I just scream, plot twist, and keep going, But anyway, so also, just really do some research. There is a guy, I forget his name, that is on YouTube, and he has the OmniPod, and he also has the G6, and he had a lady actually that worked for Insulin Corporation, and had her on his channel, and they were discussing and talking about it and everything. So I'll try to see if I can get his name and put it in here, but if not, really you can, on YouTube, you can just kind of Google it. There's not a lot out there, but what is, it comes up. And this guy, I think he's in, I don't know if he's in Germany, I don't know, or Sweden or something. He has an accent, but he's super funny. But anyway, that is really all I was going to say. Oh, also, one other little thing is that I'm getting some pump pills. If you don't know what they are, pump pills are like, they make tape to tape on your, to keep your pump or side or whatever, secure. They also have skins for your OmniPod, PDM, the actual pod, the G6, receivers, and then the G6 transmitter. So, and you can put skins on them, like of different colors. Like I've got something coming in that's going to be Pac-Man for both of them, and I just got this black, and I got a black Dexicom in here, so that when those pump pills, I'm getting the skins, not the tape. I've tried the tape, and I don't feel like the tape works very well. They're very flimsy and paper-like. I don't like it. I like gift grips. And I still have a lot of them. And also too, there's, I've got some, let's see, this is a gift grip that I have, that I use sometimes for, my OmniPod. And it has the strap across it, like, that might help, excuse me, that will help hold it down, you see. It says naturally sweet. Hang on, and that's how that goes. But you can also, if you don't like it, like sometimes it bothers me. It'll bother me, so I'll just cut that off and leave the hole in it. But you can get them where they're pre-cut without that. But this sometimes adds a little extra security, over your pod. But either way, you can wear it, and it gives pretty good security. What I find though is really my Dexicom is what I really need. It's on longer than my OmniPods are. Every 3 days you change your OmniPod, but you can leave this on. And sometimes I've also found that with the Dexicom G6 and my suppliers don't always send it on time. And so I'm literally out of them. So I will have to restart the same G6. And I have a video if you want to go back and look at that, how to do that. But I will do another updated video. It's the same thing. But, and go through it next time I do that. But I've had to do it on multiple occasions because my supplier, it happens. But it's good to know how to do that. And also, again, I calibrate my Dexcom twice a day. Twice a day. Doesn't matter now. Now I do it regardless. I do it twice a day, and it gives me such accurate readings for doing that. I know it says you don't have to do it, but you should, because it's not perfect. Nothing is perfect. It makes it almost perfect if you calibrate it. So, and I know that the G7 is coming out. You know, it takes 2-hour warm up for the G6, but the G7 only takes 30 minutes, they're saying. I don't really care about all that. I really don't care about it. I just think that even though they say you don't have to calibrate, you should, because it needs to have something. I just believe that you need to have something to go by, and you know, when you're sick or whatever, you know, especially like me being so brittle, it can't keep up sometimes, and with me calibrating it twice a day, it can, you know. So that's just something else. But if anybody wants me to make another video about you know, starting a G6 over the same sensor, whatever, over, just let me know, and I'm happy to do that. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. It helps me, and it helps get my videos out to more people. So, and if I can help anybody, any other diabetics and things like that, that makes me happy. Let's just put it that way. That would make me very happy. And so if you like, subscribe, and share, that gets to more people. So I would truly appreciate it. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm hoping you're having a great weekend. Spend lots of times with your friends, family. You know, don't take life too seriously. Nobody ever makes it out alive. And be sarcastic and laugh often. And remember, as always, be the reason somebody drinks today. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.